Hello, girlfriend. Welcome to another episode of Daily Igniter with Danica, the confidence expert. Today, I bring you a quote from Maggie Cohn. Maggie said, "Speak your mind, even if your voice shakes." When I was gathering the quotes to share with you this quarter and I came across this, I knew I just had to speak on this. Speak your mind even if your voice shakes. Because I remember back in the day when I would be called upon to come speak, and the mere thoughts of facing the crowd, the mere thoughts of being the one in the middle of the room, speaking to everyone, really made my voice shook. Back in the day, my voice used to shake a lot, but I kept appearing. I kept showing up. I kept coming forward. And that is what I need you to also do. You need to keep showing up. You have to speak to that voice in your mind that tells you you can't. You have to silence the voice in your head that keeps telling you you're going to mess up. So what if you mess up? Yeah, you mess up and then you do the right up. You've got to speak up. Even if your voice shakes, go out there and do what you need to do. Say what you need to say. But of course, there are some skills that you need to gather around you even as you do this. And number one is that you have to be assertive. Being assertive is not the same as being aggressive. They are two different things. You can be assertive without being aggressive. And then you also need to know how to communicate in a precise way, in a concise way. You don't want to speak jargons and speak for long on something that you should actually finish in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then you're speaking jargons because you want to make yourself appear as if you know what you're talking about. Yes, you know what you're talking about, but people are listening to you and they are waiting to know where you're going to land. So you have to be concise when you're speaking. You have to gather your communication skills around you, and then you must also practice active listening. You shouldn't be in a hurry to want people to stop talking so that you can give a feedback. No. Listen to them actively and ensure that you've gotten what they were trying to tell you or they were passing across to you, and then you give a feedback, right? As a matter of fact, you could actually begin from, if I understand you correctly, that you were trying to, or you were saying this. So you want to practice active listening. You want to have your communication skills around you. You want to ensure that you are assertive without being aggressive. And then you want to have structured thinking. So you are in a gathering of people that you do not know, and then you're thinking and saying to yourself, what do I say in a room full of people like this? And you are there right on the chair. You're not communicating with anyone. No, I want you to stop doing that. When next you go for an event, when next you go for a conference, ensure you meet someone either on your right or on your left. Say hello to them, communicate with them, share your name, and then tell them what you do, and then wait for them to give a response. Don't just start talking and then you're just on for about 3 minutes. No, you wait for them to give a response, and then based on what they say, you find a common ground. That's structured thinking. You find a common ground and see how you can share with them, communicate with them, relate with them, and then from one person you move on to the second person, and then on and on and on. Speak your mind even if your voice shakes. And then you want to have empathy. You want to read the room. You are not supposed to just get into a space and you become loud because you want to be noticed. No. Take for instance, somebody just died and you had to follow a friend to go say hello to whoever lost someone, and then you're in one corner and you just burst out into laughter. No. That at that time was uncalled for. You need to read the room. You need to be empathetic. You need to understand the atmosphere. Read the room, know what's going on. Finally, I want you to know that you should express yourself in a concise way, express yourself in a respectful way, be assertive, but don't be aggressive. You keep on doing this continuously, you keep on showing up, a time will come when your voice will no longer shake because you have gained confidence and you know how to go about things. So remember what Maggie Cohn said today. Speak your mind even if your voice shakes. Till I come your way again, same time next week. It's been Danica, the confidence expert. Ciao.